Hello, Mr. J.D. It's
Hi, Bakio. Good to be with you.
Meet with you. Okay, let's start the interview. The first questions. For those who haven't followed the Lord of the Rings movies since the beginning and haven't read the book, is the series still relate for them to watch? And what can the series provide for the new fans?
Yes, so this is a show really for everyone. It's for super fans, people who can order their morning coffee in Elvish, or people who have never seen the movies, never read the books, have never even worn a ring before. If you know nothing, you could walk in off the street and be swept away into Middle-earth. And hopefully the series will pull you along and teach you about Middle-earth and help you to become interested.
Okay, and then what did you find, how did you find the right cast for the characters in this movie, film?
We auditioned hundreds of people for every one of the major roles. There's 22 series regulars in our first season. And so we went through a global talent search and we found 22 needles in 22 haystacks.
That's hard, yeah.
It is hard. And we really just looked for great performers and people who we felt like had Middle-earth in them.
Okay, I see. So which character was the most difficult to find for the cast?
Several of them were really challenging. Galadriel was really hard because we knew that Galadriel was going to be carrying a lot in the first season and felt like we needed someone who had both a strength about her and a beauty and a vulnerability and just amazing acting chops. And Mortheth Clark has utterly embodied the role and taken it to a really amazing place, and we're excited for audiences to get to meet her.
Okay, what were the challenges in giving a new breath to a universe that is beloved by so many people around the world, especially since there will be such huge expectation from the fans?
No one puts more pressure on us than we put on ourselves. This material means so much to us. This is not just a TV show to us, and the books aren't just books. They're stories that are really interwoven with the fibers of our souls. And so we feel a duty to do this material at the highest possible level. So we are huge fans, and so we have the same hopes and expectations for it that I think that the fans around the world do.
So why did you decide to make a series instead of film for the Rings of Power?
So Amazon purchased the rights to be able to do 50 hours of content. And we felt like it was super exciting because this is such rich and deep material. I mean, Tolkien created over 9,000 years of history in his legendarium. And so the opportunity to have a canvas that was this big felt like it could really contain, or at least start to contain, some big stories of Tolkien. Okay.
In your opinion, what is the best part of the series that viewers would absolutely love?
From season 1?
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much away. There's a lot of surprising twists and turns. But we have some interesting people showing up that I think people will be excited to be guessing who they are and what their roles might be. But really, I'm excited for the human aspect of it. You know, when you think about Tolkien Middle-earth, you think about the big scope and spectacle. But this is also a show in which we have some deeply relatable relationships. Sort of forbidden romances, and you know, characters who have a strong point of view on right and wrong, and they're being pushed against by everyone else in their, you know, around them, and they're trying to pursue so passionately what they believe is to be the good. And so watching people fight for good, you know, I think is a thing that resonates, you know, across the world.
What is your big expectation for this series?
My expectation for it, I mean, my hope for it is that it connects with audiences, and my hope is that it brings people together, and that it can give them a little bit of that special feeling that Tolkien gives people. You know, when we go to Middle-earth, there's a feeling of hope that it can bring, and our world could use a little bit of hope right now.
Cool. So what this is the last question. What impressed you the most when filming the photo series?
Working with such an amazing team of collaborators. We have artists that are some of the best artists around the world, from our actors to our composer to our production design and costume designers. I mean, each of them they care so much about getting this right, and they put their heart, their soul, and they bled for this, and you know, made it the best way they possibly could every single day. So that was just inspiring to work with.
That's good. Okay, thank you, Mr. J.D.